Across Washington state, there's feuds over funding and the threat of teachers' strikes looming.
We've got teachers, we've got families.
Paying close attention to it all is State Senator Reuven Carlisle.
Well, I think first and foremost, it's fair to criticize the legislature for a lack of a much clearer guidelines relative to how this transition period needs to unfold.
He spent 10 years in the legislature and knows McCleary is the major factor.
And what happened in the McCleary lawsuit is that finally the dam broke. And in effect, the state Supreme Court said that state dollars have to fund basic education, not local dollars.
Because of the McCleary decision, money was set aside for teachers' salaries. Some school districts came in with offers of a 3.1% raise.
So the 3.1 was provided by the state, and dollars above that amount need to be very cautiously provided because they have to be sustainable from a budget perspective long term, and many of them may not be.
Teachers are demanding raises that they say are long overdue, and in some cases already negotiating double-digit increases. However, there are districts where they say they cannot afford it because under the new funding model, they're losing levy dollars.
What has happened is over the years, the state has not fully funded basic education, and so local school districts around the state, 295 school districts, have increased their percentage of local dollars with local levies that have contributed to public education.
The transition is taking a financial toll, according to Judy Martinson, superintendent in the Lake Tapps area, and John Bash, Tumwater superintendent.
Right now, when we run our budget 4 years forward, by the third year, we are in deficit spending, even if we only increase our salary expenditures this year by 3.1%.
In fact, there's big-time winners and losers in this new funding model our lawmakers designed. Tumwater's in the losing bracket, unfortunately.
What it could all come down to is teachers on strike.
I'm deeply concerned.
In Seattle, Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.
The Derringer School District in Lake Tapps says the legislative losses are financially ruining them, and they just announced a new task force to look at the impacts. The district says lawmakers need to work with them to achieve equitable funding.